Hey guys, back again. Same day, same video. I'm just trying not to have my Boxycharm videos be super long. I did February's Boxycharm unboxing of the premium and the base box in an earlier video. I am posting that one and then I'm going to post this one right after. But it got to 45 minutes and we were done pretty much with counting everything up and adding up the box to what it was. It was like $208 that the premium box would have been if we would have paid for everything that came in the box. We got an Oma lip liner, we got a lash serum, we got the Mercury in Retrograde palette, we got a bunch of palettes. This Hip Dot palette was in the base box. So this is the look, what we're going to be using to create the look, because I always do, like I try to use all of the stuff that we got in the boxes. We also got a setting powder, we got a eyelid primer, so I always try to use all of that stuff. We got a makeup remover, an eye cream, all of that. So I always try to, at the end of my Boxycharm videos, to take everything and create a look at the end. But since the video was already at 45 minutes and a lot of my videos are super long, I didn't want to make it an hour-long video, which is what it would have been, because all of my live get ready with me's on Instagram are that long. So this is the video that would be at the end of my Boxycharm videos. So join me, grab another snack, and we are going to be creating a look with all of the stuff that we got in February's Boxycharms base and premium box. Okay, so we got a setting powder, we got this palette, and we also got the Huda Beauty Mercury in Retrograde palette, which I am giving away because I have two of them. But I wanted to use this one because we can always use both of them at any point because I own them, but I just wanted to use this one for something different because I don't think a lot of people have done looks with this, but they have with a lot of the Huda Beauty palettes. We also got a lip liner from Oma Beauty, which I really, really love the color of this. It's Angelo. We got an eyelid eyeshadow primer from Moonlit, Primed for the Night. Never heard of that. We also got an eye cream from Saturday Skin. We got a makeup melt makeup remover spray. We got from Dime, we got an eyelash serum. It's kind of like the Grande Lash. We got like a lip scrub. We got a brush. We got a bunch of stuff. But these four things are what I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using some new things that I've been trying out, like the new Milk Makeup mascara. I also have the Makeup by Mario brushes. I have the whole set with the sponge. I have the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So yeah, let's get started. So I always do my skincare. It's done. I'm gonna prime with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I've been loving this. Even though my skin is oily, I just have always loved this. I love the smell. I love how it feels. And it's always done good on my skin, even though it's oily. It's never, did me bad. Even though you have oily skin, you don't want to mattify it down to the point where it's super dry, because then your makeup will crack and it just won't look good, and your skin will get worse. It'll get, you'll get acne and all like wrinkles and fine lines. You just, like at night, I always add oil. Like I'll use rosehip seed oil at night. And then during the day, I use Supergoop's Daily Dose, the vitamin C. It has SPF 40 in it, so that it's a lightweight oil and it doesn't make your face super greasy, but it does, it's an oil. So I'm also going to use my Laneige, like always. I'm also going to use my First Aid Beauty Niacinamide eye cream. Kellyanne, I talk about her in all of my videos. She loves this stuff. I like it. I was very weary of it at first because it has this glow, but now I know why. So, I don't like shimmery things. That's why I didn't like this at first. But the reason that it is shimmery, so I don't really have crazy dark circles, but if I did, this would combat them. So the shimmer in it will reflect off of the light, and that creates, a light reflecting away from your dark circles. So instead of them looking super crazy, this will reflect the light, and that is why it's good to use, because that's what takes your dark circles away, is when, people are putting makeup over it anyway, but if you were to wear it, like even under makeup, it just has that beautiful shine. It's just good all around. It has niacinamide in it. I love it. It's amazing. I also use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, but yes, I have been doing a lot of Instagram lives. I do a lot of get ready with me videos on Instagram lives. I do a lot of recreating Kellyanne's looks. I recreated her flirty eye look. I'm going to be recreating her Galentine's. She did a live that I purchased and was able to go live with her and a bunch of other people, where she taught us a lot of makeup techniques, tricks, and tips and all of that. And she did a pink smoky eye for Valentine's Day. So I actually have a palette that would be great to recreate that look, that I want to recreate that at some point on Instagram Live. I do my Ipsy glam bag unbaggings on Instagram Live now, just because they're little and they're small and they're simple. She only does Instagram Lives or Instagram stories or videos on Instagram. It's a lot easier because you can just like get on and do whatever, and if people have questions, on the live, you can talk to them and answer their questions or if they need help with anything. So a lot of my longer videos and my Boxycharm videos are most likely just going to be on YouTube. But if you want to see more stuff and more interactive stuff with me, go to my Instagram. It's beautybybrittany32. I also just purchased my own salon. It's called Artistry Salon. So I will be booking appointments. I will be doing videos from there, where I'm doing people's makeup for weddings and prom and all that. We do waxing, threadings, facials, massages, all of that. So now I'm going to, what I always use is the Laura Mercier Blurring Primer. And because I did use the Bobbi Brown, I'm only going to use this in like my T-zone where I get oily the most, which is here and my chin. This really, really takes the shine away and helps a lot with taking my oil away. That's why I love it. It's my tried and true, my holy grail. And today I'm going to use the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I tried the new e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, and I didn't like it that much. It was drying. I am going to try it again, but for the most part, I just didn't like it. I'm taking my brand new, I used it once, but my makeup brush, the Ariel brushes that are like literally amazing. But I always squirt it on the back of my hand. And I do have a lighter shade in this just in case this doesn't match. But I'm just taking it on my brush like I always do. I always use a brush first, and then I'm just putting it in the middle, start out in the middle, and then work my way out. I've only worn this a couple times. For the most part, I thought it was okay. It definitely, covers. You can barely feel it on, like it just feels like you're putting skincare on, which I like that. It's like the soft matte. You can barely feel it when you put it on, but it still gives you that coverage. And you can always use concealer if you want more coverage in an area. So even if the foundation isn't the heaviest that you like it, you can always go in with concealer, like a full coverage concealer, and go back over the spots that you want to conceal better. Like if you have a zit, which I do, I get, like I've said so many times, I'm 32. I'm gonna be 33 next month, and I'm still getting cystic acne, especially the time of the month, which is now this week. But I'm breaking out like on this side only, and I'm like, what the heck? You don't have to wear masks anymore, and that was like a huge thing with my skin. Like anytime I would work a bunch of days in a row with a mask on, my skin would be screwed. Okay, now I'm gonna take a wet sponge and I'm just gonna wet this with, I don't want to use matte setting spray, but because this is kind of yellow and I have a lighter color, I don't know if I want to use matte. Let's not use matte setting spray because I don't know how good that would be. Let's just use this. I really like the NYX Bear With Me. I should have wetted it, but I'm just spraying it. Because I just want to, I want to get this off, but I want to get that lighter color and kind of blend more with the lighter color. See, I have it in a little sample thing, and I'm just gonna dip my beauty blender in that little, and then dip it on the back of my hand, and I'm kind of just gonna go around my nose and my cheeks, underneath my nose and my chin. Just to get a little bit more coverage, and then make sure that it's, you know, the right color. Because I think when they put that order in Sephora, I probably ordered the wrong color, because for years I thought that I was neutral. Turns out I'm like neutral and cool. So I ordered a neutral when I should have ordered the 210 cool, because that's what I am in the powder foundation for Makeup Forever. But I'm just going in the middle of my face for the most part, and I'm just really blending this together to really, and then I'm going over my pimples where I need some more coverage. It's just very light. It's a very light foundation, which I'm fine with. It feels great. It doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. I just wish it was a little bit thicker as far as, like, you know, full coverage. Then I'm gonna take I got this in an Ipsy. It's the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer. I've really been liking this. So I'm just going to use this, you know, all the places that we conceal. So under my eyes here, and I've just been putting it like this, under here. Do the sides of the nose, the chin, and then I do my little pimples. And then sometimes I do in the middle of my forehead. And then blend. See, that's why I love this concealer right now. It's perfect. It gives you that perfect coverage. It doesn't pick up what I have underneath. It just blends right in. Look at that. Perfect. And it's kind of mattifying, but not crazy. I don't know what is in this, but so I usually take it up. Well, I guess I can do that, but I want to use that primer, so I don't want to put too much. Yeah, I love this. This freaking concealer is just amazing. I love it so much. It's just perfect. It doesn't pick up, it doesn't transfer. It's freaking awesome. Okay. So I am going to set with this setting powder that we got. I'm just going to use it underneath my eyes because I want a cream contour. So I'm just going to set underneath my eyes with that setting powder that we got in Boxycharm. And then around my nose a little bit because I want to, and my chin. I want a cream contour. So I've been using the Rare Beauty and my Makeup by Mario brushes. So I'm gonna use this. This is his A58. This is his cream contour brush. I know you're really supposed to put it on your skin, but I like doing this. It's just more exact. Because I feel like sometimes when you just kind of stick it on like that, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We can do that. Let's stick it on and see. I feel like it picks up sometimes, but I don't know. And then blend. I like the Makeup by Mario one too because there's a brush on the other end that's like perfect. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Or maybe it was the foundation before that I was using. I just didn't like that it picked up. And I have been also, I've been highlighting my cheek or my jaw lines with that Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, I just love the way that looks. It's just so perfectly, like there's no lines, nothing. And then you can do under here. I just go in that far. I don't go too crazy. And under your lip a little bit, I do that. And just a little bit, like nothing crazy. Nothing like, oh my gosh, she's chiseled. Oh my gosh. That contour is just like absolutely amazing. I also finally got a vanity. So hopefully the next video that you guys see, you're gonna see my vanity. So now I'm gonna set, because I have my cream stuff. Well, let's try, I want to try this, because you can use the Rare Beauty stuff. You don't have to use, you can set it and then use it. So I'm gonna use that cream contour brush again. No, I'm not. I'm gonna use my cream blush brush, which is just like a flat oval brush, and I just put a little bit of the Rare Beauty blush on my hand and I kind of blend it out. It's one of the newer shades, and I just smile. Usually with the Rare Beauty, you can do this on a set face and it won't pick up, which is awesome. A little on the nose. I love these blushes. It's just so pretty. It's so subtle. Do the nose a little bit. Do this side, nose, this side. And then I always kind of bring it up too. And I always do a little bit on the forehead, because it's going to get softer as we go and put all of the powders on and all of that too. So, okay. So did that. Just very subtle. Nothing crazy. Now I'm going to set with that powder that we got in Boxycharm. And I'm just taking it with my setting powder brush. And I'm just setting it, setting everything. Well, it doesn't have a bad smell. So that's good. It definitely doesn't stink. Like a lot of them, they stink and they just don't smell good at all. Like, you know, you don't want to put that on your face. It doesn't smell good. You know what I mean? Like the Huda one. I love the Huda one because it smells so good. So I powder everywhere. I love a matte face. I don't like glowy faces because my face will get glowy towards the end of the day anyway. And then I always have to go back and powder it. So far, I like that powder. I think it's good. Looks like it set everything. I don't see anything picking up or transferring. And it looks pretty matte. So I have no complaints here with this powder. This might be my go-to powder now. Okay. I'm just going to keep that powder to the side because I might use it again. I want to take that eyeshadow primer and put that on now at this point just to let it dry a little bit in case it has like a long dry down. And I just kind of go like this and spread it around with the applicator. And I go up here because I take my eyeshadow up there. I also go down here. So anywhere that you know you're going to put your eyeshadow, I would put the primer just like you would your face. Same with, you know, your other lid, obviously. I don't usually use primer, I just use my concealer, so unless I really want it to stay or it's a special occasion, then I will use a primer, and I always use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, obviously. If it's not smooth enough for you, you can always take a Q-tip. But at this point now, I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick off camera because everything looks really good. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows off camera. I'll be right back. So I just took the Anastasia Brow Freeze and the Air Brow from Kosas and just went through them quick for that fluffy look. Now I'm going to take the Hoola Glow, and I'm just taking Ariel's powder contour brush, and I'm just going to go over that contour again, but with powder this time, just to emphasize it, make sure that it's there, you know, just to kind of like reinstate it a little bit. I like this Hoola because it has a little bit of red undertones in it. So now I'm gonna take, I have like a little, where's my little, it's like a little luxy, like a medium angled brush with the same Hoola bronzer, and I just kind of go from here and I go the whole way down my nose, and I go here, and I do the same thing on the other side to really just really contour your nose. Like if you really want to contour your nose, do this. And I take it the whole way up into my brow, kind of. Especially if I'm not gonna do an eye look, and then the tip, and then I really do underneath the lip, and I do the top lip. I just take whatever's left on the brush, and that's how you get lip injections without lip injections. Now we're gonna get into the eye look, finally. So basically, I'm gonna use this one. This is the A11. So I think I'm gonna take the lightest shade in this palette, which is Bedrock. And I'm just gonna dip into it. There's not a lot of kickback. And I'm just gonna tap. Oh, that's a lot that came off of that. And I'm just gonna go around the upper crease part. I just usually go the whole way around and do the same thing. And just so I'm just taking that shade in the outer crease, and I'm just dusting it like this. And it's not too bright, and definitely not a crazy amount of pigment either. This is supposed to be our transition shade, but I don't know if it's dark enough for us. I might go in with this next shade that's next to it, because I just don't think that that shade's dark enough. It's not really showing up too much. So I'm just gonna kind of go through that and just do the same thing. It's just not, I don't know, the pigment isn't there. It's just not really showing up too great. This one is. So I'm just doing like windshield washer motions. Just back and forth like that until you get it to whatever dark, that you want it. If you want it darker, then make it darker. If you want it lighter, add that lighter shade. But I think this is pretty good. I think we're at a good medium point here with this shade. Now I kind of want to do something. Let's get another aerial brush. I'm going to get the next smallest one like I do with all my eye looks. I'm actually going to take this, let's do this bright blue color called Maya. And I'm taking his A20 brush. I'm just deepening the crease now at this point. And I'm just kind of going in the crease like this. And because we used that primer, the color is really gonna stick on there. So I'm just deepening the crease area right here. I don't really like to go any further in. I like to keep it on the outside like that. Really just deepening it. A little more on the side. Now I'm gonna get the next smallest brush, which is more of like a flat shader brush. So I kind of want to take this darker blue shade called Spirit, and I really want to define this crease. So I'm just gonna go in here a little tiny bit, and I'm gonna go out and kind of just go down a little bit and create that little V shape like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. So we're creating like a very greenish blue smoky eye. So it's very earthy tones we're using, which is what she made this palette for. Perfect. So then with that, I'm gonna take that setting powder and I'm gonna wipe away any bottom stuff here. Okay. Now I'm gonna take his tiny detail brush. I'm gonna go into that dark blue shade again, and I'm gonna create a line. So instead of doing liquid liner, we're gonna take this blue color and create a liner out of shadow. So I just do it really close to the upper lash line, and then I go to where our lash meets the end right there and connect them. And then I do other side, really close to the upper lash line. Right on the end here, so you're really creating a blue smoky eye. And then again, you just take it and create that wing. Like that. So you have that wing on each side. And you can define it even more if you want to, and kind of go in a little bit more. Do it on this side too as well. Boom. I think I'm gonna take, I don't know what blue. Tulum. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take Tulum on a wet brush. I'm gonna wet one of my brushes. So I'm just gonna take that tiny little Mac Fix Plus, and I'm gonna spray the brush. With it, and I'm gonna dip into this shade. I was debating between like all of the blues, but I really like this because it's a mix of the dark and you can really tell when you wet a brush compared to when you don't because of the fallout. And again, with my setting powder, because of all the fallout on this side, I just want to take it and kind of scoop it off a little bit. I think it looks good. I think it looks beautiful. It really it looks good. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of my One Size powder and just try to go over where some of the fallout went. Just a little bit. This also will give me a lot more coverage too, because okay. And then what else do we need? Let's do black liner, which I hardly ever wear black liner, but what the hey. Let's take this black liner and line our eyes. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to take the new Milk Makeup mascara. And I'm going to do my bottom. I love this mascara. I'm taking his blush brush and I'm taking this Make It Pop blush. So Ariel said to really use blush like this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of like, I used to just pat it on, but now I'm taking it and going up, which is why he designed this brush. I'm putting a little bit up here. And then I think that's about it. We did everything. Oh, let's line our lips and do let's spray. And then let's line our lips with this Oma stuff liner. So I like to overline, so I start in the middle. Sorry, my kids are being jerks because one wants to use the phone to call her friend, which they know when I'm filming not to be loud, but they're doing it on purpose for attention. So when I'm done, they're gonna get the attention they asked for. But I just really go close to the line between your lips and your skin. And just really try to get close. And then you can fill it in a little bit if you want to. But I just always like to just really, because my top lips are smaller. And then I'm gonna take, I don't know what, is this Very Victoria? I need a lighter one than Very Victoria. Let's take the one I always use, the Kim K W one. It's in my purse. Because it's like super light. And just putting the gloss on. Or this is Charlotte Tilbury's Kim KW. This is my all-time favorite. It's the perfect pinky nude. Love it. So I think that's it for the most part. We did it. It's crazy dark look, but we got a flawless complexion, and I think it looks good. So thank you guys for watching. It's been a long time. I will be back. Probably with a get ready with me, but look on my Instagram live because I do get ready with me probably every week on there. So go on there and look out for my get ready with me's and all the other things that I post and do. So just go to my Instagram, Beauty by Brittany 32, and check out all of my lives and everything that I do in there. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.